Devintasis raundas, 8-ame jau pamatėme, kad Matysas galbūt ir yra pasirengęs kontratakuoti, tačiau ar tikrai nebus per vėlu tuo užsiimti. Galbūt mes tiesiog nesuprantame arba nepasitikime Matyso planu.
Na, tam planu jau nebedaug laiko liko. Nebent tai buvo ieškojimas vieno smūgio tikslaus, nakautojančio. Bet kaip ir sakiau, manau, kad gal kažkokie yra psichologiniai barjerai, kurių jis negali perlipti. Gal kovotojas sudegė prieš kovą psichologiškai ir neranda savęs tiesiog šitoj kovoj. Būna ir taip.
Ir matome, kad visus raundus kol kas
psichologiniai barjerai, kurių jis negali perlipti. Gal kovotojas sudegė prieš kovą psichologiškai ir neranda savęs tiesiog šitoj kovoj. Būna. Matome, kad Matysas įjungia tokį kaip pusiau penktą bėgį ir stipriau susmūgiuoja jau. Bet vis tiek atsitraukia, vėl išleidžiame Fordą iš kampo ir viskas tom baigėsi.
Ganėtinai įdomi atrodo tos Matyso provokacijos po Fordo atakų. Atrodo dabar vėlgi pašneka, taip išleido vėl dešinę ranką, vėl pašneka po gynybos. Atsitraukęs dar kažką pabando pavaizduoti, tačiau na, puikiai greičiausiai pats suvokia, kad kovą pralaimi. Dabar galbūt Reimondas Fordas jam tą ir pasakė, tačiau na, taktikos tikrai Herkui nesupratau, ką veikia Matysas. Taip, galbūt laukia to vieno smūgio, bet tai tikrai neužtrunka 9 raundus.
Na tikrai kažkaip nežinau dabar toks lygtais bandantis kažką parodyti, daug emocijų, bando kažką smūgiuoti, bet vėlgi neduoda jokių veiksmų. Ir nei kiek neišgąsdino Fordą. Fordas kaip darė tą patį, taip ir daro puikiai.
Penkiolika sekundžių iki 9 raundo pabaigos. 10-ame galbūt įvyks kažkoks stebuklas ir pamatysime visiškai kitokį Matysą. Pasakiau, greičiausiai pats norėdamas save tuo įtikinti, greičiausiai nepamatysime. Galime ką pamatyti, tai Matysą nebent daugiau šnekant.
Stay smart. Keep touching them, have fun. Don't take nothing you ain't gotta take. No right hands, that's all he's looking for. That's every time you touch this little nigga, you hurt him, bro. Now I don't give a, like I said, I don't care if you windmill in this hole, bro. Let that shit go. You gotta let it go. Leave it all in here now. All right? I believe you can do it, bro. Because when you touch him with one, you buckling him, but you're not following up. You gotta follow up with the shot. Start putting it up and down. Just let that shit go in there. Defense high and work, bro. Catch and shoot. Off of that shit.
Let's go. Good fight, baby. Come on, last round. Right?
Paskutinysis 10-asis raundas tarp Reimondo Fordo ir Tomaso Matyso. Priminsiu, kad po šios kovos karščiausia Lietuvos profesionalų bokso reginys Eimantas Stanionis prieš Džeroną Ennisą. Čia 10-ame raunde atrodo Matysas tikrai nebus nieko pakeitęs. Girdime ir žiūrovų reakciją, greičiausiai jinai nukreipta yra būtent į Matyso pasirodymą.
Na, šitas raundas panašus kaip ir visi kiti raundai. nes Matysas pradžioj bando kažkiek paspausti priekį, bet po to vėl pereina į antrą numerį ir vėl kažko ieško.
Pusė 10-ojo raundo jau prabėgo. Greičiausiai to Matyso vabank mes nepamatysime. Herko apie tai, ką kalbėjom, kad galbūt tiesiog reikėtų pabandyti įsivelti į muštynės.
Na, jeigu būčiau treneris Matyso, tai jau sakyčiau, eik vabank, eik muštis, nežinau. Nes visą kovą ieškojo tobulo momento, kurio nerado. Tai jau sakyčiau, dabar bandyk kažką iš šitos kovos gauti. Kažką bandyk sukurti, bet matome, kad va vėlgi žingsnį atgal, atsitraukia ir vėl bando nuo pradžių daryti tą, ką darė visus raundus. Na ir Fordas kaip kovotojas atsiskleidė, daug mušė, bet tiek, kiek galėjo atsiskleisti, manau, neatsiskleidė, nes normalu, kad jo priešininkas neduoda kovos, tik tai eina į priekį, užsidaręs ir priema viską į pirštinės. Tai...
Matysas, likus 20 sekundžių vėl spaudžia, tačiau ar pamatysime? Pamatėme, štai greičiausiai ilgiausia kombinacija, kokią sukurpė šiandien Matysas iš 3 smūgių. Pavyko tai padaryti, čia Fordas taip padegino kelias sekundės. Šiaip įdomiai labai Matysas elgėsi, dabar netgi referio ranką nustūmė, kad netrukdytų, tačiau nieko nepadarė per tas 10 sekundžių.
Jam gal dabar kova prasidėjo.
Galbūt per vėlai pabudo. Bus iškelta į viršų Reimondo Fordo ranka, o vėliau Eimantas Stanionis ir Džernas Ennisas.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here at Boardwalk Hall, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Lynn Carter, John McKay, and John Signorelli all score the bout identically, 100-90 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBA Continental North American Super Featherweight Champion, Raymond Savage Ford.
£30, 2 wins. How'd you feel about that performance?
I feel like it was okay. It was a solid opponent in there. He was real smart. I did want to the stoppage, the knockout. It was times where I hurt him at times, and I let him grab me, and he was a smart veteran, so hat tip for him.
After that first round, your trainer said he's got nothing for you. How did that fight play out?
Yeah, he had nothing for me. It was just he could take a hit. Like I was trying to set him up with some good shots, but he's tough.
You mentioned a few times how much you needed to move up to 130 pounds. You look a lot stronger in this weight. How do you feel in the ring? What's different at 130?
I definitely feel stronger, sharper. I feel like I could be myself more. I felt like I was strong tonight too, but he's a big 130 pounder. So he know how to take a punch, and like I said, he's a veteran, so he know how to survive. And he was doing a lot of talking in there, throwing me off game too. But that's things I got to work on in the gym.
Speaking of big 130 pounders, there's another matchroom fighter, Sugar Nunez, who's going over to Japan next month to fight for the 130-pound title. If he comes back with it, is that the fight you want next?
For sure. I've been saying that. I've been telling Eddie this, been telling my team this. He know I want this fight. It's up to him if he want to fight me. So that's the real question. So hopefully he go over there and do his thing, bring that belt back so we can get it on.
Congratulations, Ray.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
How about this stat, Sergio? Listen to this. Thomas Matisse landed 24 punches, which is tied for the second fewest in CompuBox history for a 10-round fight.
That is a fighter that was punch shy, Todd Grisham. Someone that it wasn't the power that was keeping him intimidated or shy. Like I said, it was the fact that it was the speed, it was the accuracy, it was everything that Ray Ford did, man. And he always kept the fight in the middle of the ring. That's another thing. That's ring generalship. He kept it in the ring. He dominated in the middle. Against the ropes, he was confident. It was a Ray Ford show all night. Just pot shotting. Right there, that Matisse is a veteran. He's seen this before. She's seen guys with speed, seen guys with power. But whenever you have guys doing that, going in and out with quick feet, coming in with lead left hands, power jabs like that from Ray Ford, and the confidence of going forward, not getting hit with nothing. That's another great performance from the Savage.
So he's making the exit. Ray Savage Ford, he wants that world title shot against Sugar Nunez if he can come up with a big win over in Japan next month. High five and hugs and hand pounds to all his Camden, New Jersey friends and family who made the trek here to Atlantic City. Total punches. Look at this. 24 landed punches. Sergio, you're not good at math, but that's basically a little over 2 punches landed per round for Matisse.
That's incredible, man. That is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a stat like that in a decision.
Ford landed 104 more punches. One fight to go, ladies and gentlemen. You see what's on the line. The Ring Magazine IBF and WBA welterweight championships. 2 men, unbeaten. Jaron Boots Ennis, Amantis Stanionis. That fight is next.
The world awaits for you now, Dalton Smith.
Big attack!
I dare you.
Simply too good.
I would sling him in with anyone. I dare you to fight Dalton Smith.
Brilliant shot.
Have to give Sheffield a big fight.
Inch perfect punching from Dalton Smith.
He's too good.
Oh, tremendous.
You're about to witness Philadelphia's own pound-for-pound star, Jaron Boots Ennis. Everything's set for him.
Boots Ennis is the class right now of the 147-pound division.
I think he's an unreal talent.
I love his style of fighting. I think he's explosive. And the best at the welterweight division in the world. This is the Boots that everybody has their eye on, man. He just doesn't let you hide. Everything comes in slow motion for him.
They're building a superstar, but I'm in the way and I want to all the plans. He's a great fighter, good fighter. We all have 2 legs, 2 hands. Nobody is unbeatable.
Whatever you think you could do, I do better.
I come to fight. I will be standing, that's for sure.
Fight night, he's gonna have a long night.
We've had two incredible events in Philadelphia, quite close together. And we wanted to take this one just somewhere a little bit different, somewhere quite iconic. And for me, the Boardwalk Hall is such an iconic venue. I mean, Atlantic City is steeped in history. You know, Mike Tyson's Rampage in the 80s, of course, Gatti Ward, Holyfield against Foreman, Sugar Ray Leonard's last fight. It's just a great place, and I feel like it's, you know, so historic for the sport that we can reignite it with a fight like this.
I got a lot of memories in Atlantic City for Romine Villa in 2023. Yeah, I put on one of my best performances to date. We ready to do it again.
Yeah, it's crazy. In 2009, we were supposed to live here. You know, we came. We were trying to get a better life. You know, but it didn't work out. But I was traveling here. I was living here. I was just visiting Atlantic City, but I was living in Philadelphia and in Pennsylvania. Also, we changed location. So yeah, it's cool. It's I don't know. It's destiny, maybe.
I'm very excited to bring another title back to Philadelphia. I already got a title. Cool Boy Stuff, he has a title. The Eagles just won, and I'm able to bring home 2 more belts. You know, Philly rocking and rolling right now.
It's like number 1 against number 2. It's for 3 belts, so it's amazing. It's a big opportunity for me, you know, and I don't want to slip on that. He's a great fighter. I'm also, you know, so we are going to meet and we're going to find out on April 12th who's the better guy.
Keep that one for me.
I'm getting this one, another one. No.
Yeah?
No. I'm going to take this one.
You want to bet your purse?
I'm not betting person.
You want to bet?
No, I'm not betting.
Let's come home with me, though.
No, that's not.
That's me.
We'll see soon. April 12th.
Yeah.
We'll see, for sure. It's good. We all have flaws. We're all not perfect. And you know that.
Eubank Jr. versus Ben. Over 30 years of rivalry and hatred. I do hate him. 2 warriors, 2 wars, but the feud was left unfinished. Then, a bloodline born.
Legacy, respect.
The next generation.
My dad's my hero.
A new destroyer. Rivalry in their veins. Hatred in their blood.
This is going to be bloodbath.
Family.
This is personal. I can't lose to this, man.
History.
Eubank and Nigel Benn. This is a war.
Legacy.
This is the final chapter.
Eubank Jr. versus Ben. Live on DAZN Worldwide. April 26th. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
What's he up to these days?
I think he's got a little job for DAZN, flying around the world, enjoying himself. Great memories back then. Lost here with Carl Froch against Andre Ward, Gavin Rees against Adrian Broner, but a big one tonight.
Yeah, big one tonight for Boots Ennis, going for the Unified Championship. We're going to get to that in a second. We just saw the promo for Chris Eubank Jr. against Conor Benn. It is going to be an outstanding atmosphere in Tottenham. There's no doubt about that. But opinions on the outcome of this fight, they certainly vary. Make the case for your guy Conor Benn to come up with the win.
Well, firstly, I can't believe it's 2 weeks away. I've been waiting 2.5 years or so for this fight. I've got to say, my man is in the shape of his life, the form of his life. He's taken himself completely away from everything, with his father, with Tony Sims, with Dan Lawrence, with the whole team, Pedro. This is the complete camp. He's put his absolute everything into this training camp. He's been sparring Bruno Saras, 168-pounder fighting Munguia. He's been sparring William Skull, you know, fighting Canelo Alvarez at 168. Denzel Bentley up at 160. He is looking absolutely sensational. We appreciate the risk. It's a step 2 divisions up, and that's what makes it a 50-50 fight. But I see Conor Benn winning this fight inside 6 rounds. He is coming with bad intentions to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 65,000 people in one of the biggest British fights of all time. Watch what you see from this young man. The much smaller man going to be chopping down the tree of Chris Eubank Jr. Watch him fall at Spurs on April 26th.
I'm ready to go. 2 years away, 2 weeks away now. Incredible fight. That's going to happen in a couple weeks' time. All right, there's been some drama in boxing over the last couple of weeks, as there always is. But Oscar De La Hoya, your friend, he tweeted out there that Shakur Stevenson had backed out of a fight against William Zepeda. Shakur responded very quickly, saying no, that he didn't. So what happened there, and will we see Shakur facing William Zepeda?
Absolutely, as long as William Zepeda stays in the race to do it with the order from the WBC. Shakur is the champion. If Shakur doesn't fight Zepeda and Zepeda doesn't get out of the way, Shakur loses his title. That's not happening. He's 100% in that fight. Originally, that fight was going to take place in Saudi. Now it's going to take place probably in America. The deal changed between the two countries. There's still a lot of conversations, but our conversations are now with Eric Gomez, with Oscar De La Hoya, to make that fight. It's a big fight. Shakur Stevenson against Zepeda. I think it's one of the best in the sport. Let's make it happen. We're speaking to DAZN. Shakur's here tonight. He's ready to go. July, August, whenever. Let's get that scheduled. A great fight for the division.
Confident you can make a deal?
I think so. I believe Oscar and Eric, I think they want the fight. I think Zepeda wants the fight. He's had that rematch now with Farmer. Why not? Time to change for the world title, and a very good fight against Shakur Stevenson.
All right, let's talk about Dimitri Bivol. Just a few weeks or months now removed from becoming the undisputed champion at light heavyweight. He has elected to drop his WBC belt and pursue a trilogy fight with Artur Beterbiev instead of facing David Benavidez. The WBC didn't like that very much. Do you agree with that decision?
Well, we had no choice. We have a contract. I mean, you know, when His Excellency, who was very courteous to give us the rematch with Beterbiev, despite us thinking we won that first fight, we did the same in the second fight. You know, we said to His Excellency, and we signed a contract that said, if Bivol wins, then we will have the trilogy fight with Beterbiev. It's only fair. It's also the biggest fight in the sport. The division, sorry, and I was surprised at the quickness from the WBC. Bivol just became champion. It wasn't like Benavidez was waiting and waiting at 175. They ordered the fight, they called the purse bids. Seemed like there was a bit of a public, you know, assault on Dimitri Bivol. The reality is we have a contract. And by the way, Bivol Beterbiev is the biggest fight out there at 175. It will be a classic. We've seen 2 classics, and that will be next. We're very big on our word, and we're even bigger on our contract. That's what we decided to do.
All right, we are moments away from Boots Ennis stepping into the ring against the Stanionis unification fight at 147 pounds. A tough year for Boots Ennis in 2024. It didn't look great in his last fight against Karen Chugadze, and then had the whole drama involving Virgil Ortiz. What have you seen from him this week, and what kind of fight are you expecting from him later on tonight?
Well, I've just seen a more focused Boots. I mean, look, when you're fighting down at that level, you can get yourself up for it, but those training camps, you know that you're a massive favourite. You know you probably don't have to get out of second gear to win this fight. He's going to have to go through every gear to beat Amantis Stanionis, who is an exceptional fighter. All action, great engine, non-stop. But I think this is the kind of fight that Boots can show the world how great he is. I've got to say, look, we've laid it on in Philadelphia. He's done massive crowds. Tonight we're back at the Boardwalk Hall. It is on a plate for him to go and announce himself as a superstar of the sport. If he lights this kid up, then everybody can stand up and say, this is the guy. So it's there. WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine. This is what it's all about. The best be the best. Back at the iconic Boardwalk Hall. It's time.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great fights here at Boardwalk Hall. I think this is shaping up to be the next big one. All right, moments away from Boots Ennis taking on Amanta Stanionis, and Boots Ennis, no question, coming into this fight with something to prove.
It's been said in sports, you are built up to be torn down. Give the people what they want and you're beloved. Don't, and risk their wrath. For years, Jaron Boots Ennis has been one of boxing's favorite sons. He rose the ranks of the welterweight division quickly, showcasing speed, skills, and power. He was the heir apparent to Terrence Crawford. Some believe with the ability to unseat him. 2024, Boots' rise stalled. There was the lackluster performance against Karen Shugajan, followed by the refusal to move up in weight to face longtime rival Virgil Ortiz. The goodwill Boots generated with spectacular wins over Sergey Lipinets, Thomas Delorme, and Roy Monvilla was gone. In its place, questions about whether he deserved all the hype. In 2025, Boots will look to rise again. He says his reasons for staying at 147 are simple. He wants to collect belts. He inherited his title from Crawford. Before he makes the move to 154, he wants to win more. Amanta Stanionis offers that opportunity. Stanionis has had his own complicated journey. He was a rising star after defeating Radzab Butayev in 2022. He has fought just one time, though, since then. Stanionis knows Boots has big plans. He'll enter this fight hell-bent on ruining. 2 fighters, 2 belts, 1 chance to reclaim the momentum that has been lost. A 50-50 fight for the unified championship is exactly what both Ennis and Stanionis have been looking for. The winner will sit atop the welterweight division. The loser will fall back to the pack.
Welcome back. We are live from Atlantic City. It is your favorite duo, Emily Austin and Ak over here. Nobody ever said we're their favorite duo, but now we are. You know, we just heard a lot of chatter. There's been a lot of criticism around Boots, and I just don't know if it's warranted. You know, what do you think about the criticism, and do you think it's justifiable?
Well, it depends on what you look for as a fight fan. Look, first off, we're the newest, but yeah, most wanted duo, right? The criticism regarding him getting hit in the ring is what people talk about. Why is Boots getting hit, you know, with that level of opposition? First off, his last 2 outings, very good fighters, credible fighters, and he takes risks in the ring. As I said earlier, he likes to mix it up. He wants knockouts. The only way to get that is to be in the line of fire and take risks in the ring. And when you do that, you're going to get hit. Boots has the ability, the boxing ability, to move, use his legs. He comes from a boxing family in Philadelphia. He knows how to fight defensively, but fight fans don't want to see that.
Tonight, does he need that explosive win to get back out there, to get rid of this criticism off his back?
Well, look, fight fans are very fickle and very forgetful. When you give them an amazing performance, they forget about everything that they complained about before. So you always want an explosive performance, no question about it. But he's fighting another champion, right? So this is not going to be an easy outing. Somebody has just as much to lose. Somebody that wants to be unified champion as well in Stanionis. So it's not like, you know, he's going to blow him throughout the water. But we'll see. Look, you know, his team are saying we're going to see the best version of Boots Ennis. He didn't look like he was weight drained. He looked like he had no issues making 147 this time. He talked about moving up, but he looks strong for this particular fight. The fight fans want to see explosive. I mean, you see this building in here in the Boardwalk Hall. It's a packed house, not an empty seat in the house. They want to see a vicious knockout.
Listen, absolutely, but let's not forget, speaking of strength, Stanionis, his wife is about to give birth. He's representing his country. He's hungry. He's just as powerful as Boots.
Of course, I have kids, so I know how expensive they are. So he's absolutely hungry. He wants bigger checks. You know, when you have a mouth to feed, that motivates you even more. But he's going up against a very good fighter, one of the most talented in all of boxing, in Boots Ennis. So he also has a tall mountain to climb.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Listen, it is time for the highly anticipated main event. Let's get to that right now.
I'm champion, but I haven't yet to fight for the belt. You know, I was given the belt, and I'm finally getting what I want, finally getting what I deserve, and that's unification.
I want everything that he has, you know.
Yeah, I didn't care what champion it was. I told my team, I was like, just get me one of them champions.
I like when people are doubting something. I want to prove them wrong.
You know, it's nothing I never seen before. Typical pressure fighter. I feel like he only know one way, and that's forward.
We'll see. Maybe I'll run around and box, you know.
You know, I'm here to stamp my legacy, and like I said, show the world I'm the best in the world. You know, have my name up there with the greats.
For me, it's like sink or swim, do or die. I'm going all in this fight. It's no play, no game.
Y'all gonna see though. You know, I'm bringing back them belts home to Philadelphia.
My perfect plan will be to get the victory, get all the belts. Next day, I'm flying home and straight to the hospital and take a baby out. That will be perfect scenario.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we honor both undefeated world champions with their respective national anthems. We begin tonight with the national anthem of Lithuania. everyone who's able to please rise and remove your hats. As international recording artist from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Suzanne Christine sings her rendition of our national anthem. Suzanne Christine. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlantic City, this is the moment of truth, and there's no turning back. Now entering the arena, the WBA welterweight champion of the world, Stanionis.
Greičiausiai negali būti geresnio žadintuvo pusė 6 ryto negu Lietuvos himnas, kurį išgirdome. Ir visiškai netrukus Eimantas Stanionis keliaus į ringą. VBA pasaulio čempionas šiandien susitiks su kitu čempionu išsiaiškinti, kas yra stipriausias ir geriausias pasaulyje. Šios dienos Eimantas Stanionis greičiausiai laukia nuo savo profesionalo karjeros pradžios, galbūt ir netgi nuo anksčiau. Visiškai pasitikėdamas savo jėgomis visose spaudos konferencijose, visose interviu, Eimantas Stanionis tiesiog tryško pasitikėjimu savimi, žinodamas, kad dabar yra didžiausia jo karjeros kova. Šalia manęs Herkus, kuris Eimantą pažįsta nuo vaikystės. Herkau, su Eimantu pradėjote savo kovinį kelią, kovinių sporto keliu, žengėte nuo pat vaikystės, tikrai žinai, kokio tvirto charakterio yra Eimantas.
Tai taip, man tai su Eimantu pradėjom sportuoti nuo labai senai, nuo vaikystės, buvom dar visai maži vaikai, pradėjom sportuoti judo, sporto šaką, pas trenerį Bulgarą Gružinską ir sportavom labai daug metų, augom, važinėjom į varžybas ir jau nuo pat vaikystės Eimantas skyrė tikrai išskirtinių talentų, buvo matęs, kad tikrai iš jo gali išaugti kažkas tokio ką matome šiandien.
Here is the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jerome Boots Ennis.
I see you city show. I see.
Džernas Ennisas, na, atrodo, neskuba labai į ringą. Matome už jo nugaros IBF pasaulio čempiono diržą. Pas Eimantą matėme VBA. Šiandien laimėjusysis išsineš iš arenos abu šios diržus. Kaip ir minėjau, kalbama apie šią kovą buvo labai ilgai. Pats Eimantas prisipažino, kad pirmą kartą pasiūlymo kautis su Enniso susilaukė prieš 5 metus, tačiau kova taip ir neįvyko. Buvo 2 kartus lyg dėrybos, tačiau ilgai laukta kova jau šiandien.
It's fight day. It's that time. Time to show out, time to shine. Remake home these 2 more belts, the WBA and the remake is Please do not get out your seat. I don't want y'all to miss nothing. You know, do not get out your seats, don't blink, don't get popcorn. You're gonna run right to a rock. Everybody stay in your seats and do not miss this beautiful performance.
Ir girdime skanduotės Lietuva, Lietuva. Beje, ekranuose matėme ir trečiąjį diržą, su kuriuo šiandien iškeliaus. Kovo laimėjusis tai Ring Magazine prestižinis čempiono diržas. Džernas Ennisas jau keliauja į ringą. Žmogus, kuris dar nėra patyręs pralaimėjimų profesionalų ringe. Kol kas karjeroje 32 pergalės, iš jų netgi 29 nokautais. Šį kartą taipogi yra pasirengęs įrodyti savo jėgą, nes spaudos konferencijose ne vieną kartą šiek tiek apsižodžiuoti spėjo Eimantas Stanionis su Ennisu. Ir greičiausiai tas, kas tapo tiesiog virusiniu video, kuomet Eimantas pasakė apie savo planą, na, pacituosiu angliškai, all gas, no breaks. Ir tuomet atsakė Džernas Ennisas, kad, na, atsitrenksi į uolą. Pažiūrėsime, kaip viskas susiklostys. Planą turi tiek vienas, tiek kitas. Eimantas Stanionis ir jo komanda yra sakęs, kad yra šitą parengę specialaus savo priešininkui. Pasižiūrėsime, kas tai bus.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the iconic Boardwalk Hall here in America's Playground, Atlantic City, New Jersey, USA. We are live on DAZN for the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the IBF, WBA, and Ring Magazine Welterweight Championship of the World. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Tom Brown's TGB Promotions. We're sponsored by Bet Online, Everlast, El Mexicano, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Riyadh Season, Visit Atlantic City, and Drip. This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. The commissioner is Larry Hazard. The International Boxing Federation, the president is Daryl J. Peoples, the supervisor is Malvina Lathan, and the World Boxing Association. The president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, the supervisor is Jose Oliver Gomez. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this world title unification from ringside. From New Jersey, Mark Constantino. From Connecticut, Glenn Feldman. And from New York, Kevin Morgan. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring, referee David Fields. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set and we are here. This is it. The time has come. I said the time has come. From the 4 corners of the world to the 4 corners of this ring right here at Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City, New Jersey. The fight starts now! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears black with silver. He scaled 146 3/4 pounds. Professional record, perfect. 15 fights, 15 victories, with 9 of them coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he makes his second defense of his world title. Here is the 2016 Olympian fighting out of Kaunas, Lithuania, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, Eimantas Stanionis. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears green, white, and gray. He scaled at a ready 146 1/2 pounds. His professional record also perfect. 33 fights, 33 victories, with 29 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he makes his third defense of his world title. Here is the popular, skilled, and hard-hitting welterweight phenom, proudly fighting out of and representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Introducing the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron Boots Ennis. Ennis.
Oficialus pristatymas baigtas, dar viena žvilgsnių akistata prieš pat gongą, skelbiant apie kovos pradžią. Visiškai ramus Eimantas Stanionis. Pats sakė, kad yra pačios geriausios sportinės formos, kokioje tik tai yra buvęs. Lietuvis. Ir vėlgi, karts nuo karto išgirsime tuos šūksnius. Lietuva tikrai daug arenoje susirinkusių tautiečių. Turėtų būti smagu ir pačiam Eimantui Stanioniui, sulaukiant tiek palaikymo. Suprantu, kad Eimantas žino, kiek palaikančių yra ir Lietuvoje, kiek dabar stebi šią transliaciją žmonių. Ir Eimantas Stanionis užsiema ringo vidurį.
Standartiškai, kaip visada, Eimantas eina į pirmą numerį. Spaudžia rankas tvirtai prispaustus, viskas gerai. Niekur neskuba. Žiūri, ką gali pirmą raundą pasiūlyti Ennisas.
Priekinė ranka. Ennisas.
Daug priekinė ranka muša, bet matosi, kad Eimantas žino apie tai, va, pats išmuša priekinę ir netgi pataiko pirmus smūgius.
Buvo daug skaičiuojama, tačiau, pabrėžiama, kad Eimantas yra vienas iš tiksliausiai smūgiuojančių. Galbūt ne tiek daug išleidžia tų smūgių, tačiau jie dažniausiai turi savo tikslą ir jį pasiekia.
Na taip, Eimantas labai gerai kontratakuoja, jaučia žmogų, kada žmogus pasilieka, negrįžta į gynybą, jis labai gerai suduoda, laiku suduoda. Ir pats po smūgių, ką labai gerai daro, tai pats po smūgių grįžta visada į gynybą.
Į korpuso dešinę atrodo Ennis pataiko.
Bet Eimantas gerai dirba su korpusu, neskuba irgi. Nemuša per daug tos priekinės, nesijaučia, o kad Ennisas gaudys puikiai pataikė iš kairės. Apkeitė Ennisas stovėseną. Eimantas jau nuo pirmo raundo tempų užkėlė aukštą tikrai. Ennisą priverčia dirbti. Priekinė ranka gerai muša. Apgaulingi judesiai iš Eimanto.
Daug smūgių išleidžia Ennis.
Na, pažiūrėsim, kaip jo ištvermė. Nes tiek mušt ir laikyti tokį tempą turi būti tikrai iš kažko kito padarytas. Penkiolika sekundžių liko.
Ramiai ginasi Stanionis. Ir baigtas pirmasis raundas.
Yeah, but you stop pulling back. You got a little mark on your eye. Look, look. Yo, when you shoot that southpaw, whip that uppercut, man. He bending down and doing this. So keep your jab going. Keep that jab going. Oh, that's good. That ain't nothing but a little mark. Oh, huh? With a spit bucket, y'all. That's all right. Spit in this. Boost, keep that jab popping, man. Look, don't jump. Look. Straight bite, straight to the head, coming up there. Yo, go around. Check it out. Right there.
Toliau daug smūgių. Išleidžia Ennisas.
Laiko ant džiabo, muša džiabo. Muša galinę tiesų, apkeitė stovėseną. Bet kaip ir sakiau tau, Mantai, prieš tai, kad labai keista, kad Ennisas po smūgių atrodo, kad nesugrįžta ir gali būti raktas Eimantui.
Štai čia buvo pavykęs Stanioniui susimažinti distanciją. Čia Eimantas greičiausiai, galima sakyti, yra pavojingiausias.
Jo, Ennisui ko reiktų saugotis. Tai dirbti iš vidutinės distancijos ir per daug nedirbti iš arti. O Eimantui reiktų eiti arti.
Į gynybą smūgio Ennisas. Ir čia apatiniai.
Jie tokie nematomi smūgiai žiūrovams, jie daug duoda kovoj. Matos, kad Eimantas stovykloje daug dirbo ant to. Va, pagavo vėl Eimantas, kaip sakiau, su kairiu šoniniu.
Išlaukia.
Pagavo ir tikrai pagavo stipriai. Va, vėl pagavo. Vėl stipriai išmušė. Šitame raunde antram jau Eimantas pataikė tikrai tikslių smūgių gerų. Gerai, kad Eimantas nekovoja pagal jį, nesivelia į tą smūgių lavinas, o laukia savo momento. Laukia, kada gali pagauti ir sužeisti. Na, Ennisui tikrai bus sunku atlaikyti tokį tempą.
Į korpusą priekinę ranką pabando Ennisas. Priekinė ranka, Stanionis.
Eimanto priekinė tikrai labai tiksli, labai greita, stipri. Nors matome, kad Ennisas yra aukštesnis ir iš tolimesnės distancijos kovoja, bet Eimantas tiek pasiekė su priekinė ranka.
Baigtas antrasis raundas.
Listen, the fight is getting close. Your jab is landing. All right? You got to bring the fight to him. Just have to have fun. Let your hands go. When you get in the pocket, we got to start to the body. All right? The short punch on walk off.
Seconds out.
Trečiasis raundas.
Na, matėme per pakartojimą, tas kairys šoninis Eimantas suveikė. Tiksliai pataikė tikrai. Daugiau tokių progų būtų labai gerai.
Priekinė ranka, Stanionis. Dar vienas tikslus smūgis. Apsikina dabar Ennis.
Na, priekinė ranka pasileidžia pas Eimantą. Vis dažniau ir pasiekė tikslą. Ir po biškį matome, eina jau pirmų numerių dar labiau. Ennisas atrodo gal ir komfortiškai visai jaučiasi, bet pažiūrėsim, kaip kova nueis toliau, kaip ištvermės klausimai atspindės.
Pataiko dešinę Stanionis.
Ennisas bando pakovoti atsidengęs, bet matosi, kad vis nesuspėja atsitraukti nuo Eimanto smūgių. Tai priekinė tiesus pataiko, dešinė dabar irgi pataikė.
Į piršnes. Pataiko Ennisas. Gerai ginasi Stanionis.
Spėja Eimantas, kaip ir sakiau, pradžioj kovos, kad spėja gerai po smūgių grįžti į gynybą, kas yra labai svarbu kovojant prieš tokį kovotoją kaip Ennisas, kuris laukia to momento ir turi gynybai nepalikti jokių spragų.
Čia spėjo apsikeisti apatiniais smūgiais į korpusą. Boksininkai.
Na, tempas vis kyla ir kyla su kiekvieną minutę, su kiekvieną sekundę kovos. Oi, geras smūgis.
Apatinis nuo Enniso į korpusą.
apsikeitė abu kovotojai smūgiais. Matome Eimanto žaidė šypseną.
Atrodo, kad kuo didesnė mėsmalė, to Eimantui geriau jaučiasi. Pats Eimantas geriau tokioj mėsmaliai, tarsi, išbandymas. Ir čia į tą azartą gali pasileisti tiek vienas, tiek kitas.
Ir manau, kad Eimantui puikiai sekasi toj mėsmalį, kaip sakai, Mantai. Nes šitos artimos distancijos, kaip ir sakau, čia jo arkliukas yra iš arti dirbti ir matosi, kad Ennisas pats leidžiasi tą kovą. Žiūrėsim kaip toliau, ar keisis taktiką, ar dirbs iš toliau, ar jis čia eis tą artimą kovą.
Keep using that jab, Boots. Let me see some straight shots sometime. Put the combination.
Matėme svarbiausius smūgius trečiajame raunde, jau esame ketvirtajame.
Šita kova, kaip ir buvom popieriaus žadėta, kad bus labai įdomi, labai permaininga, bus visko toj kovoj, tai kol kas matome, kad nemelavo niekas.
Ir kol kas matėme teisėjų sprendimą, visus 3 raundus kol kas yra laimėjęs. Ennisas čia į korpusą atrodo pataiko. Ennisas.
Man labai keista, kaip Ennisas taip rizikuoja, taip nuleidęs ranką priekinę ir nebijo keisti su Eimantu smūgiais.
Pasitikėjimo tikrai netrūksta. Dar kartą pataiko Ennisas. Į korpusą Stanionis. Apsigina dabar Ennisas.
Eimantas puikiai laikos disciplinos, viskas gerai, po truputį eina į priekį. Dirba su korpusu neblogai ir pataiko tikslių smūgių, stiprų smūgiai. Gal nedaugiau norėtųsi tų judesių su korpusu, kad nestovėtų vienoje vietoje, kad nebūtų Enniso taikiniu, kas jam puikiai sekasi.
Atrodo, Ennisas kiek primažina tempą arba bando tiesiog užmigdyti Stanionį.
Buvo visokių įvairiausių atakų apsikeitimų. Matomai irgi supranta, kad turi ramiau kovoti. Eimantas pavojingas yra.
Ir jau girdime arenoje skanduojant eimą. Čia Ennisas jau ir su šou elementais atidirbinėja žiūrovams. Pataiko dabar dešinę. Tačiau toliau Stanionis spaudžia ir ieško savo smūgių. Nė akimirkai atrodo Stanionis nepaleidžia savo priešininko, nė sekundį neleidžia ramiai kvėpuoti Ennisui.
O čia ta vieta gera, kada Eimantas dirba iš klinčio. Tie smūgeliai korpusą tikrai veikia.
Ir baigtas ketvirtasis raundas. Penktasis raundas ir tikrai įdomu, kokius patarimus gavo Eimantas Stanionis iš savo ringo kampo. Ten ir treneris Vidas Bružas. Čia Ennisas toliau, priekinė ranka, darbuojasi.
Eimantas daro apgaulingus judesius, gal net ir dažniau galima būtų jas atlikti. Uždarinėja Eimantas kampus, neišleidžia Enniso.
Į korpusą apatiniai smūgiai.
Ennisas laiko Eimantą. Šiaip tokie laikymai nemažai jėgų atima.
Vėl bando šiek tiek šio elementų įnešti Ennisas.
Buvo geras smūgis dešinė iš Eimanto.
Ir į korpusą taip pat pataiko.
Aštriai sumuša. Geras džabas priekinis.
Pataiko dabar dešinė ir Ennisas.
Šiaip Ennisas irgi neblogai smūgioja priekinę ranką. Kaip jisai per vieną interviu yra pasakęs, kad, sako, labiausiai neįvertinta, sako, mano kairė ranka, sako. Matome, neblogai smūgioja iš tikrųjų jisai šios. Dabar apkeitęs stovėsime. Na, matome, Ennisas nurimo. Daugiau pavienis smūgis atsakinėja.
Stanionis dešinę. Kabino, tačiau čia Ennisas pasileidžia į priekį. Kviečia Stanionis pas save į svečius. Arčiau.
Va, Eimantas atsakė gerai.
Enniso apatiniai smūgiai. Atsako Stanionis. Apsigina dabar Ennisas, paskutinės penktojo raundo sekundės.
Ennisas ką gerai daro, kad moka. Atrodo kartais labai lengvai susmūgiuot. Ir vienas smūgis būna atseka stiprus. Tas išmuša iš pusiausvyros.
Start shipping it to them. Once you ain't close, start shipping it to them. And give me them angles.
Okay, we're landing punches. Yes, very good. It's not enough. So you have to smother him or far. After your punches, smother him or get out.
Šeštasis raundas.
Puikiai susmūgiavo dešinę ranką.
Pasitiko dabar apatinių smūgių Ennisas Stanionį.
Tas kairys apatinis pavojingai lekia. Sunku nuo tokio smūgio šiaip labai užsidenka, kada išmušė ataką ir ateina iš apačios. Tarp piršinių jisai labai lengvai įlenda ir sunku tokį smūgį užsidengti. Eimantui puikiai sekasi tiesius smūgius mušti. Galėtų bandyti dažniau mušti tiesius. Nes šoninius smūgius Ennisas visai neblogai mato. Gal reikėtų dažniau gąsdinti ir tiesiais smūgiais mušti korpusą, į galvą, džabus naudoti. Kas jam tikrai puikiai sekasi. Va, kaip ir sakiau. Įlenda džabai. Ennisas drąsiai tą galvą sukinėja.
Ennisui tikrai pasitikėjimo savimi netrūksta. Kol kas kuo puikiausiai. Jaučiasi amerikietis ringe.
O, Eimanto tikslios kombinacijos. O tokių kombinacijų ir norim tik mušti dažniau.
Į korpusą, Ennisas. Retai kada pamatys Eimantas Stanionį taip įstraukiant ir čia taip.
Sužaidė per pilvą. Viskas gerai, Eimantai, laikykis.
Penkiolika sekundžių iki raundo pabaigos.
Vėl per pilvą pramušė. Tai irgi prasileido tikslų smūgį Ennisas.
Ir turime kovos pabaigą. Kova yra stabdoma. Ir Džernas Ennisas švenčia pergalę po 6-ojo raundo. Čia Džernas Ennis ateina pasikalbėti su Eimantu Stanioniu. Čia atrodo Ennisas ir pagodžia ir padėkoja tikrai už gerą kovą. Atrodo, kiek visko buvo pasakyta per spaudos konferencijas, galbūt aštresnių žodžių, tačiau po kovos čia didžiausia pagarba vienas kitam. Tikrai, Eimantas Stanionis pademonstravo savo kario dvasią, kurią tik tai buvo galima pademonstruoti prieš tokį talentą kaip Džernas Ennisas. Nuo pat pirmų sekundžių, taip, spinduliavo pasitikėjimu savimi. Netrūko jo ir Eimantui Stanioniui, tačiau šį kartą, atrodo, geresnis buvo Džernas Ennisas. Čia greičiausiai paaiškinama, kodėl. Eimantui Stanioniui treneris paaiškina, kodėl. Kova yra baigta.
Gerbiu šiaip Eimanto trenerio sprendimą. Žinoma, kad Eimantas galėjo kovojo daug, galėjo gal ir tikrai susirastų progų savo, bet treneris įrodo, kad šitas sportas yra labai pavojingas ir be šito sporto yra dar ir gyvenimas.
Taip, ir reikia traumuoti savo gyvenimą, kartais galbūt bereikalingai ir viską teisingai labai pasveriant.
Taip, nes ringiai yra įvykę labai rimtų nelaimių ir treneris privalo sverti, nesvarbu, kad dar ir atrodo gali jo sportininkas kažką padaryti ir parodyti, bet kaip ir dar kartą, kaip ir sakiau, privalai žiūrėti numeris 1 dalyką, tai sveikatą.
Čia netrukus Džernas Ennisas bus paskelbtas oficialiu kovos laimėtojų. Čia matėme prie Eimanto Stanionio ir Vidą Bružą, aptarinti, kaip viskas vyko ir kodėl buvo galbūt priimti tam tikri sprendimai, bet kaip Herkus ir sakė, taip. Bokse, kovinėme sporte pirmiausia turėtų būti sveikata ir žvilgsnis galbūt į ateitį. Ir žinome, kad sveikas sportininkas ateityje galėtų nuveikti kur kas daugiau, negu kad renkantis traumas ir sužeidimus.
Net nebijoju, kad Eimanto laukia puikia karjera, puikia ateitis. Na, pralaimėjimas, visada eini kovoti, niekada negali žinoti, laimėsi ar pralaimėsi, tiesiog viską darai, ką gali geriausiai padaryti tuo momentu.
The official time of the stoppage, 3 minutes of round number 6, declaring a winner by TKO. He's still undefeated. He's still the IBF and the new unified WBA and Ring Magazine welterweight champion of the world.
Džernas Būsas Ennisas skelbiamas čempionu, IBF, EBA ir Ring Magazine čempiono diržai. Turėtų nugulti jo pečius ir kur tik tai dar turės trečiąjį užsidėti, turėtų čia atsirasti ir taip. Trečiasis Ring Magazine diržas. Eddie Hearnas pasirūpins, kad boksininkas žinotų, kuriuos susikrauti. Labai smagu, kad arena tikrai buvo tarsi namais Eimantui Stanioniui dėl tų šūksnių ir palaikymų, dėl Lietuvos vėliavos, dėl Lietuvos himno, kurį giedojo čia susirinkę lietuviai. Labai greičiausiai smagu ir dėl visų, kurie stebėjo šią transliaciją, kurie galbūt rašėte Eimantui žinutes, tie, kurie dalinote socialiniuose tinkluose žinutėmis ir nuotraukomis su Eimantu Stanioniu. Čia interviu su Džernu Ennisu, o mes, Mantas ir Herkus, šiandien atsisveikiname. Iki kitų susiklausimų. Iki.
Show that you were still one of the best in the world. Was that the statement you were looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I think I did, but I want to go back and watch it. You know, I feel like I was, you know, just getting in my groove, starting getting loose and having fun. And my dad told me, just keep pressing, you're going to stop me. And what's crazy was I had a dream that I was going to stop him just like this in the 7th round. But, you know, things happened. It came true.
That was a terrific fighter you had in front of you, undefeated guy, former Olympian. You might have won every single round, plus that 10-8 round. What was working for you in the ring tonight?
The biggest part was just me having my fun, being myself, and having a live body in front of me. When I got a live body in front of me, y'all see what happened. I put on a show. I had my fun. I show you speed, power, defense. I show you a little bit of inside game. I show you everything. And I feel like I said, when I got a live body in front of me, it's a whole different story. You're going to see a whole different boots. And I'm going to keep taking it to the next level.
Body shots in this game are an investment. You were invested in that body very early in this fight. Could you feel yourself softening him up as the rounds went on?
Yeah, I felt him softening him up. I feel like I go to the body as much as I wanted to. He was much shorter in the ring. Like, the way he fight, he like kneeled down. So when I was trying to really go to his body, it was like, I was like, I got to switch it up. I got to give something different. So, you know, and I did that, and I still found a way to get to that body still. And, yeah, it's that time.
You were already a recognized world champion. Why was it so important to you to win a title in the ring?
It was very important for me. You know, like I said, for this IBF belt right here, I was the interim champ, and I was elevated. I woke up one morning and I was world champion. I never actually fought for this belt, you know, and I finally was able to fight for the WBA or fight for another title and take it from the man and beat him. You know, it's a blessing, you know, and that's everything I always wanted, you know, and it felt way better than sitting in the bed waking up and I was the IBF champ.
Did it surprise you at all that he didn't come out for that last round?
No, I mean, he's a great fighter. You know, he's a good guy, you know, but like I said, every round I just was getting in my bag, getting in my groove, loosening up, having fun. And I feel like I was just picking it up. And, yeah.
You faced some criticism over the last few months, criticism that I know bothered you. How much of that did you bring into the ring tonight?
I definitely brought some of that in here with me. You know, they still ain't seen nothing yet, though. You know, I got a long way to go. You know, I'm just getting started. The party just getting started.
3 belts now around your waist. Is it more belts or is it move up?
I'm gonna enjoy my victory. You know, enjoy these belts. You know, take some time with the fam, talk to the team, and we're gonna see what's next.
Is becoming undisputed though part of your plan?
We'll see. You know, like I said, we'll see. Let me enjoy this victory. You know, chill with my fam and talk to my dad, my team, and but yeah, make sure y'all come to the after party. Meet me at the spot.
Congratulations, Boots.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody coming out. Philly, Jersey, Tri-State, New York, Delaware, Baltimore, DC. If I'm missing anybody, even everybody that traveled all over, even Lithuanian people. I want to thank Eddie, Matchroom. Appreciate y'all. You know, many more things to come, many more blessings to come. Shout out to my brother too.
No question about that. Congratulations. Well done, Eddie. We'll bring you in here, and Eddie, you said to me before this fight you wanted to see this man make a statement. Was that what you wanted to see?
What a wonderful, humble man. Not from me. Tear up the pound-for-pound list. This is one of the finest fighters in the sport. Tonight, that was a performance of one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing. Now the unified world champion, Ring Magazine champion, by far the best fighter in the division. He's going to be around for a long time, 47, 54, 60. It's all coming. You're witnessing true greatness. Now he'll make his way onto the pound-for-pound list. We've got to fight the other champions. The future is so bright. He's the future of the sport of boxing. And what a great man from a great city in Philadelphia. You should all be so proud of him because he carries your city around with him everywhere he goes. We'll be back in Philly soon. But tonight, I'm walking away. We've been saying for a while, we want a performance where we can stand on the ropes and scream and shout that this is the best fighter in the world. We got all of that tonight against a great champion. It was the best v the best, but it was a walk in the park for true greatness, a true pound-for-pound star in Ennis. It's going to be around for a long time.
I would say, Boots, you've learned not to make any predictions immediately after the fight from what happened the last time. But Eddie, you're going to be making some decisions, helping him make those decisions. What's your first call on Monday?
Listen, the first call is Boots wanted to unify. He wanted to fight the champions. People criticised him about not moving up and not fighting for a belt. He said, all I want to do is fight the champions, win other belts. We stayed patient and it paid off tonight. Now we'll sit as a team, Bozy, Everett, got such a great team of people. And by the way, this is a guy that's tracing greatness. He's making money and the money will come, but that's not the important thing to Boots Ennis. It's about legacy and it's about proving to everyone that he's the best fighter in the world. And he's a joy to work with because all he wants to do is give the fans the best fights. And he will do that consistently over the next 5, 6, 7 years. This is a true champion. And what you saw tonight was just a snippet of what's to come. There's so many names I want to call out, but I'm not going to do it. Tonight belongs to Ennis. What a star, what a fighter.
Got it. Congratulations, Eddie. Congratulations, Boots. Phenomenal performance.
Phenomenal indeed. And Sergio, as I mentioned a little earlier, I don't know who's going to be jumping up and down saying, I want Boots next.
Nobody. And that's the reason, you know, they haven't been. For a long time, man. For a long time, Boots has been under the radar, you know. Only the people that know the sport really well, people on this side of the East Coast in Philly, know what this man could do. All he needed was a promoter. All he needed was the stage and the slot on these events to shine, man. And that's exactly what he did. That's a dangerous guy, man. No one's going to want to call that guy out.
Well, Eddie Hearn is his promoter, and his job is to promote Boots Ennis. He said now he should be on the top 10 pound-for-pound list.
I agree.
Well, who you booting off? Nakatani, Benavidez, Gervonta Davis?
Listen, man, that's a unified champion right there. I'm knocking off Tank Davis. That's the first one I'm knocking off because Tank Davis is yet to, you know, do it on the championship level. He's not even picking off champions. This guy just picked off a legitimate one.
Chris Mannix joining us back ringside. I just asked Sergio, do you agree with Eddie Hearn that this man now should be on the top 10 pound-for-pound list?
I think he's flirting with it. No question about that. Top 15, certainly inside that top 20. That was the performance that we had come to expect from Boots Ennis when he was beating guys like Sergey Lipinets and Roy Monvilla. You know, a few bumps on the road last year, but now this win against a very good fighter. Make no mistake, Amata Stanionis is an excellent fighter, and Boots made it look easy in there in the ring. That is certainly going to elevate him on the pound-for-pound list, and I think there'll be some people that give him strong consideration.
Well, let's show you again how he got it done. Stanionis gave it all he had, Sergio, but all he had wasn't good enough.
He got it done. Boots got it done by softening up this guy to the body. You know, the thing about the thing about Stanionis is that high guard will get him in trouble because he exposes too much body. Look, see those stabbing shots to the midsection? That was slowly taking away the legs and the conditioning and opening up uppercuts and coming around the ground, busting up the nose of the Montes Stanionis. And look, not forgetting the body on both sides, touching him up, coming upstairs. And this is when you knew Stanionis was looking for a way out. And Boots made Stanionis take a knee, man. He forced him to put the knee in Stanionis.
And then the corner doing what I think everybody would agree was the right thing to say, hey, we don't have a path to victory. Let's get out while we're still relatively healthy. And Ennis gets his moment. He mentioned that he was, in some regards, felt like a paper champion. The title was handed to him. Tonight, he earned the unification, including the Ring Magazine belt. And Eddie Hearn said, I don't want to call out names. Boots didn't want to call out names. Chris, if you're the Kingmaker, who's he fighting next?
I'll call it a name. Brian Norman. 147-pound champion, just fought a couple of weeks ago. I thought Brian Norman would be here tonight. Apparently he's on vacation, just coming off a fight. Fine. I still would have wanted to be here to be in a position.
Championship belt. And why wouldn't you? You're a finely tuned, well-oiled boxing watching machine, capable of consuming over 185 fights on the zone every year.
We've gone big, we've gone global.
Churning through combinations, comebacks, and non-stop knockouts. With big fights every week, you're the best in the world. So go on, get that belt, champ. The Zone. Undisputed.